to harm men. And that pretty much also destroys children because they're just evil. Well, guess what? As I am making sure that I have nothing else to do with her or anyone like her, right? Think energetic patterns. That's a different, I'll teach you guys that. But basically, every soul has an energetic signature. That's why I've never been without God or Jesus, because I never make deals with or talk to anyone or take advice from any other kind of thing that says, hey, we can help you with that. It's like, nope, I got God and Jesus, so I don't need your help. So thank you so much, right? Other times it's like, as long as you're not trying to be in my life or in my body, I'll listen and help my client. So how about this? Her husband comes on a remote view and a clairvoyant meditation, right? Always just plug into God, say, God, what do I need to be able to help these souls? That kind of thing, right? My gifts were already on when I was born. So I didn't do anything to make a deal or anything ungodly, anything like that, right? So my frequency matches what I do. I feel like the highest frequency because I've never done anything to be less than good, whole, and I helped everybody no matter what they did, right? No matter who they are, no matter how dark, how light, how good or how evil, right? If I was their doctor or their coach or their teacher, I didn't judge them for what they do. I didn't even tell them not to do what they do. I just told them what it's like to be soul and the choices that they had, right? So keeping that in mind, I am shocked out of my mind when the husband comes and says he's old now. He's not really old, but what he said was, I'm old now. I didn't see her correctly. By the time I did, it's too late. But at least try not to let her use the spells to take my house, because my children's memories are in my house. This is so sad, you guys, right? So he literally says, please make sure that if, because he thought, I guess they'd been doing so much stuff to him, his soul was starting to realize it. So what he wanted was, if I was one of her friends there to do some more stuff, like had been happening to him, he wanted me to please have enough mercy to not let her win the house, because he could still walk around and have the memories of his children's childhood, to not feel so stupid, because he said she'd always been this evil creature and that meant his whole marriage was a lie and that all his life was for nothing. But if he kept the house, he wouldn't feel so stupid, because he could remember that his kids were real, like they had existed and they were real. But if he had to do like a lot of men do when they get tricked by evil serpent gold diggers, then what he wanted was to console himself with the memories. Now, since that person, and of course, I assured his soul, I healed his soul. God showed me how to help with the broken heart and his meridians, and give him enough peace that he didn't lose his faith. He didn't lose his soul. He was okay, right? And then, of course, I never helped her achieve any of her goals. And I've met 9 women like that. And people keep asking me, like when we started Did You Buy a Mannequin? It was because I met somebody that I loved who that had happened to twice. And it was so cold blooded that the first time it happened, he didn't figure out till the end, because these women make an announcement at the end after they stole millions of dollars from you that they never loved you, that it was always a game, right? This comes out of their mouths because they're evil narcissists. So guess what happened next? What happened next was really weird, because when I tried to make sure I wasn't around anybody like that, and then they started trying to cost me money so that I would come and work with them because they wanted my name, my reputations, and my gifts attached to them who had no gifts, but a whole bunch of money and an audience. They didn't have anything to offer the audience except for how to do those evil things. And so they wanted somebody with some actual spiritual gifts to give them some credibility. And my degrees and credentials to try to help more, right? So they were trying to give themselves credibility because they had no degrees, no gifts, just evil and this way to scam the dudes, and then the Young Living business that was making $24,000 a month. So they figured they would do that and all would be well. And then they found out that I was not taking part in it. So like narcissists do, right? I went to a church a couple years ago, like literally a couple, like 1.5 to 2. And there was a woman that was so racist and so narcissistic with such low self-esteem. On the first day she met me, she tried to dominate, use put downs, like she was just trying to do all kind of stuff. And when she met with stoicism, me giving absolutely no energy and nothing, then she decided that she should add more lies, right? Because a narcissist doesn't gaslight because they think somebody's going to believe them. They're doing an energetic manipulation for people to believe them. People believe them because they're manipulating the person's energy to make them believe them, right? But the lies they tell are because, thank you, because they're not strong enough